Welcome to the channel Punji. Nowadays, in each and every office, there is a discussion going on related to EPFO guidelines for higher pension. To start with this video, first let us understand the current scenario of employee pension scheme. Lot of people are even not aware about their contribution to EPFO and the pension which they will receive after retirement. So, here are the current status. Employees Provident Fund Organization (EPFO) members are entitled to a pension after retirement. Currently, the employees and employers contribute 12% of their basic salary and dearness allowance to the EPF. Of the employers' 12% contribution, 8.33% goes to the EPS Employee Pension Scheme and 3.67% to the EPF. However, the 8.33% EPS contribution is capped at the maximum amount of Rs 15,000 even when the employee draws a higher salary. Let us understand with an example. Suppose an employee having a basic salary of Rs 1 lakh per month, and so accordingly the employee contribution will be gone at the 12% rate and same with the employer contribution 12% rate. From the employee contribution, Rs 12,000 per month goes in Employee Provident Fund, and from the employer contribution 8.33% goes to the EPS Employee Pension Scheme and 3.67% to the Employee Provident Fund. Now there is a catch. EPS capped at Rs 15,000 per year, that is Rs 1250 per month. So from employer contribution, total contribution to Employee Provident Fund will be 12,000 minus 1250, that is 10,750 rupees. The cap on the EPS contribution was introduced in 2014 through an amendment to the EPS. Before the EPS amendment in 2014, employees had the option to choose higher EPS contribution amounts. This video covers the EPFO circular on higher pensions and its claim process. So, these are the key pointers which we will discuss in this video. First one, what is the EPF Higher Pension Scheme? Second, higher pension contribution under EPS. We will also understand the pros and cons, that is, reasons to apply and reasons to avoid this option. How to apply for a higher pension in EPF, EPFO guidelines for higher pension, EPF higher pension calculation formula, and also we will discuss the examples of how much you need to pay to get the higher EPS pension return you can earn. What is the EPF Higher Pension Scheme? Broadly, events happened in 3 years: 1995, 1996 and 2014. Let us understand in detail. In 1995, the government introduced a pension scheme under Section 6A of the EPF Act. The Employee Pension Scheme 1995 EPS 95 provided that the employer's contribution of 8.33% should be towards the pension scheme. It capped the maximum monthly pension at Rs 5,000 or Rs 6,000. Thus, employers had to contribute 8.33% of Rs 5,000, which was later raised to Rs 6,500. Now, in 1996, a provision was added to Para 11 of the EPS 95, giving the employer and the employee an option to contribute 8.33% of actual salary. Yes, actual salary, above the cap of Rs 5,000 or Rs 6,500 to the EPS. Such a higher salary would be considered a pensionable salary. However, the EPFO gave 6 months for the employees to file a joint option form for higher pension contributions to the EPS. Now things moved in 2014, wherein the government amended the EPS 95 scheme effective from 1st September 2014. It increased the maximum pensionable salary to Rs 15,000. It also omitted the provision to para 11, that is, exercise of the option by the employer and employee to contribute EPS on a higher salary amount. Thus, employers would make an EPS contribution of 8.33% on a maximum of Rs 15,000 for the employees joining the EPF scheme after 1st September 2014, even when they draw a higher salary. However, the employees who were a part of EPS 95 or joined before 1st September 2014 could contribute 8.33% to EPS on the actual salary as against the cap of Rs 15,000. If they filed a new joint option with the EPFO within 6 months, that is 28th February 2015. Please note, if they filed a new joint option with the EPFO within 6 months, that is 28th February 2015. Seems very complex. Let me summarize in short. In 1995, employers had to contribute 8.33% of Rs 5,000, which was later raised to Rs 6,500 towards the pension scheme. In 1996, option to contribute 8.33% of actual salary was introduced. And in 2015, for people who joined after 1st September and in 2014, for people who joined after 1st September 2014, maximum pensionable salary to Rs 15,000. People who joined before 1st September 2014 could contribute 8.33% to EPS on the actual salary. Now, let's go on the second key pointer, higher pension contribution under EPS. And how does Supreme Court involved in this? There were issues after the 2014 amendment regarding pension contributions on higher salaries. First one, many employees stated that they did not know about the exercise of the joint option for contributing pension on the higher salary amount. Second one, the EPFO rejected the joint option filed by many employees. And the third, employers contributed 8.33% of pension on employees' actual salaries without filing the joint option. But the pensionable salary was taken as Rs 15,000 for pension calculation. Thus, many employees filed cases in high courts for receiving higher pensions based on the contributions made on actual salary amounts. The Supreme Court took up this matter. The summary of the Supreme Court decisions is as follows. So there are 4 possible scenarios. In fact, there are 5 scenarios. Last one we will discuss later. Currently we will discuss 4. So the first scenario is employees in service as on 1st September 2014 exercise joint option and rejected by the EPFO. Yes, they are eligible to claim 8.33% pension contribution by filing a higher pension claim application. Second scenario, employees in service as on 1st September 2014 but not exercise joint option but contributing to EPS above the cap of Rs 5,000 or rupees 6,500. They are also eligible to claim 8.33% pension contribution by exercising the joint option within 3rd May 2023. And the third scenario is employees retired before 1st September 2014, exercised joint option and rejected by the EPFO. They are also eligible to claim 8.33% pension contribution on a higher salary by filing a joint option and higher pension claim application. And the last one, fourth one, employees retired before 1st September 2014 and not exercise joint option. They have no eligibility to claim 8.33% pension contribution. The Supreme Court provided that employees who were part of the EPF before 1st September 2014 but have not exercised the joint option can exercise it within 3rd May 2023. For such employees, a higher EPS contribution will be calculated from the date of their joining. Let us go back to the same example again. Suppose Mr. X became a member of the EPF in 1998. He has not exercised the joint option. His salary increased to rupees 1 lakh in 2015. His salary employer contributes rupees 12,000, that is 12% of his basic wage, towards EPF. Of the employer's contribution, rupees 1250 will go to the EPS, that is 8.33% of rupees 15,000, the statutory wage cap. The remaining rupees 10,750 will go to the EPF. He exercises the joint option within 3rd May 2023 as per the Supreme Court judgment. Since the EPS contribution is above the statutory wage cap of rupees 6,500. Now let's see what scenario has changed. After submitting the joint option, his employer will contribute rupees 8,333, that is 8.33% of rupees 1 lakh his actual salary to pension fund and rupees 3,670 towards provident fund. The EPFO will calculate the monthly EPS amount of 8.33% of the actual salary and transfer the difference amount from the EPF to the EPS. In such cases, the EPFO will return to the joining date or 1st November 1995, whichever is later, and transfer the difference from the PF account to the EPS account. But the higher pension contribution will reduce the employee provident fund corpus that the employee gets upon retirement. However, this is the fifth scenario under the Supreme Court decision. Employees who were the members of EPS 95 and exercised the joint option under the deleted para 11 of the EPS but did not file new joint options after the amendment of 2014 are not eligible to claim a higher pension. The EPS contributions of such employees will be 8.33% on the maximum amount of rupees 15,000, irrespective of their actual salary. This is it for this video. Rest of the pointers we will cover in our coming videos. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the further notifications. Thank you.